How's it going, friends? Welcome back. Wanted to share with you all of the finds that I've gotten recently at garage sales, antique stores, and estate sales. The day that I'm filming this is actually my birthday, and we went on a little family antiquing trip this morning. So I want to share some footage of that with you and then share kind of the finds that I've gotten over the last several weeks, as well as the things that I picked up today at the antique store. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. let's start with some of the things that I picked up today. The first one is this little brass rocking horse. This one's actually, I think it's a music box. Let's see. I hadn't actually listened to it yet. It's very sweet. To take the tag off. Every time I think it's over, it keeps going. It's beautiful. So I got this today at the antique store. I didn't actually try out the music box mechanism, but every time I've seen these brass horses, I've wanted one for years. I don't usually find them for under $30, or they're like usually close to 30 and up. So today when I found this one, it was only $12. It's actually a really good size. It's beautiful, and also I love the fact that it's a music box. I actually thought this would be really cute up here on the shelves if Jameson doesn't steal it, because knowing him, he will be interested. I actually got several brass finds. This one is one of my favorites that I got today. It's a little candle snuffer, but look how pretty it is. It looks like a little flower, this nice little like twisted handle on it. I love all the little details on this. I think that's so sweet. It's just a really beautiful piece, and you can never have too many candle snuffers. So really excited about this one. I got this for $9.99. And then for another brass piece that I got this little candle holder today. I have a star one that I got a while back, and the reason I actually got this one today is because, like I said, today's my birthday, and something that my mom told me when I was really, really young, and I have no idea why the conversation came up. We were not like in a position where we thought she was gonna pass at any time, but she had told me, if anything ever happens, I will send you hearts. And this may have been around the time that her sister Jessa passed, and we always felt like when butterflies would visit, that was kind of like her way of saying hello. And so my mom said, I will send you hearts. So when I saw this today, it was actually sitting next to a little teapot. I actually saw 2 of these today. And I have definitely noticed a lot of the star ones, but I hadn't noticed a heart one until today. And I just felt like it was a little hello, and I couldn't leave without it. It was on sale for $4. So it was not a very expensive little piece. The next thing that I grabbed was this. Typically these are made of plaster. I don't know for sure what this is made out of, but it looks like a ceiling medallion. I found this at the antique mall today, and it was $6. I love anything that kind of looks like an architectural piece, and this definitely has that feel. I don't love the color of it. It's not terrible. It's like a beige, but it does lean slightly pink. And so I think this would be really cute painted in like a green. And I'm thinking maybe I'll save this for our bedroom makeover, because we are obviously very focused on the kitchen right now. I think that's probably the only one that we will get to this year, just knowing how much time now it's going to take. But this would be something that I think would be nice to save for our bedroom when we get to that, probably next year. It's got a little hanging piece back here. So anyway, I thought this was cute. It has a little chip in it, which I think just makes it feel a little bit more aged. So yeah. I will, if I paint it, I will also probably take some kind of dark antique wax or something over it to like give it back a little bit of depth and a little bit of character. So this one, like I said, was $6. Last find for today's antique store finds, and I didn't have time to clean it up yet, so excuse all the dust on it. This is just how it was when I got it today. But if you remember, I actually got one of these. Gosh, was it? Maybe it was around Halloween last year. It's the exact same cage, but smaller. And I was like, what are the chances I'd find a match? Actually, I got it at the same antique mall, so maybe it's not that surprising. But I thought having 2 of them, I could like pair them together. I like to fill these with like greenery or flowers, things like that. And then also I like them around Halloween, because you can put a little black crow or raven or whatever in it. And I'm always on the lookout for Halloween decor, year-round, all the time. This one was also right about $10. The next find that I got was actually from a garage sale. It's this little decorative piece, brass. I thought this was really, really cool when I found it. What I will do is use this as a pediment, so above a doorway. I originally was going to put a different one over the doorway downstairs in our hallway over our powder room, but then I found this one, and the hard thing about that doorway is that it's not a thick trim, it's super, super thin, and so since it's just like a piece of metal, it's really thin, so it's actually gonna fit really nicely over there. And it was from a garage sale. I got it for $5. You can see they even taped the little nails to it, which is awesome. I feel like that never happens when you get stuff like this. Then you have to like do the next step and find nails that are gonna work with it, and it came with it, so I thought that was nice. It's very like aged, patinaed looking. Love that. $5. At a garage sale that I went to, I found these books, and they were $2 each for the vintage hardbacks. I actually got a set of 5 of these ones. They are stunning. I love the design on them. The spine is beautiful as well. I also love the very like aged looking pages. I'm always looking for vintage books that I can collect, put on the shelves up here. And I do have a lot of old encyclopedias and things that I style up here, and I know some people think that's strange. I imagine that most of you that are collectors understand that we just love beautiful old books, and a lot of times with like the encyclopedias and things like this, they will end up in the trash. So for me, I would rather collect them so they don't end up in landfills and style them all on my huge bookshelf that is incredibly difficult to style. Decorating with books, it's just a great way to get a collected vintage look, and there are so many beautiful old books out there that people are literally just giving away. The other one that I got is this one, which I thought was really pretty, and when I picked this one up, I was thinking it actually is a really nice one for spring. It's got this beautiful spine with flowers on it. I just love that. And then there's a lady on the front in a rocking chair. So we're gonna actually put her back. I love it when they have really pretty spines, especially on this big bookshelf, because things kind of get lost, but it's nice when there's just like a pretty picture kind of peeking out on the shelves. So that's those two. They were $2 each for the books. A couple of the things that I got are larger, so I'm not gonna be able to like hold them up and share them with you, but I'll share some footage so you can see what they look like. And the first one is a clawfoot piano stool. I've been looking for one of these for a while. They're usually pricey. The lowest that I see them typically, like every now and again I'll see one for 50, but most of the time they're 75 and up. 150 is a pretty common price. I'm sure that there are, you know, different ones that are obviously more expensive than others, but in general, these are typically a bit more expensive. The claw feet on this one do have the glass ball, and these ones actually kind of have a purplish hue to it, which I thought was really interesting. The seat on it, I'm gonna have to do some work because the seat will not go down. The top of it is a needlepoint stitching. I don't wanna take that off, but I do have a fabric that I found, and I'll show it to you in just a moment, and I do think I'm going to just cover it over what is currently there. Like I said, I don't want to get rid of the needlepoint. I want to keep it on there, but I also want to put something on it for now that fits a little bit better in my home. So she had 30 on it. This was a garage sale, and she was willing to take 20 for it. So I got such a good deal on this footstool. I think it's really pretty. I need to do some restore finish on it and reupholster the top. Let me show you the fabric that I really want to reupholster it with. I actually found this fabric after the fact, and when I brought it home, I like to kind of stack up all of my vintage finds in a pile so that I don't forget to share them with you guys. And I set this on top of the stool, just like, you know, kind of getting it out of the way, and I was like, oh, that is so good. So it's this fabric. I got a really similar one that I made stockings with last year. This one's a lot softer, and it's actually got a black backdrop or like background between the florals in it, which I love. The other one that I had was navy, and again, I still really liked that one, but this one is definitely like exactly what I look for when I'm looking for like a dark kind of moody floral fabric. So I just thought this was absolutely stunning, and it's gonna look so good with the rich wood tone on the rest of the stool. So I actually got quite a bit of this, and how much did I get this for? Oh, I got this for 75 cents at a garage sale, which I thought was just an incredible deal. This feels like velvety. It's like got a really nice, soft kind of velvety feel to it. But I thought this would be so beautiful on the stool with the black and the dark wood. Oh, it's gonna be really pretty. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I actually will probably still have enough fabric to use it for something else, just kind of depending. I have attempted to make pillows before and I'm not very good at it. I'm not a great sewer. Stapling though, I can do. So maybe I'll find another cute little footstool. I see those a lot that I could like reupholster it with as well so that I can have more than one thing with this fabric on it throughout the house. This one I also got at a garage sale. It was the garage sale where I got the books and he was not priced. She asked for $2 for it. So I feel like that was a good price, but it is JFK. Not like a super high quality piece, but I thought he was perfect for the bookshelf. I wasn't necessarily collecting things for the bookshelf, but I just happened to come across several things that day that worked. So looking these up, they go for around like $25, $30. I got them for $2. So if I were to resell him, you know, I think I'd have a good, you know, a pretty good price margin on that, but he looks great on my bookshelf. That's why I got him. I'm collecting as many of these little busts as possible to put on here. They're kind of perfect because you can put them in front of books or next to them and almost use them as bookends. So I just find these are great for shelf styling. And then at an estate sale that I went to, I found this architectural piece tucked away down in the basement. She had a lot of really, really cool stuff at this estate sale. Lots of seasonal stuff. I'm pretty sure that they also had an antique booth at one point because they had just an incredible collection of things. I wish so badly that I had 2 of these because they would look amazing hanging on the sides of my bookshelf up here, but it could potentially go in the kitchen. I will likely just add a little hanging piece on the back of this and just hang it on the wall somewhere, or like even within a gallery wall maybe. Not exactly sure where, but I thought this was just absolutely beautiful. Love the design, the detail on it, and I got it for, let's see, is that the right way? No, I got it for $2. Really pretty. Like I said, I'll just put a little bracket on the back and then we'll hang it somewhere. Also would just look nice, like kind of tucked into shelves or on top of, you know, a cabinet or something like that. So we will find a special place for this guy, but $2 for that. Like I said, I'm collecting all of the architectural pieces right now, especially for the kitchen, because that's something that I really want to incorporate into the design. And then for the last find, I got this huge lamp. This is definitely kind of mid-century modern looking, huge brass lamp with a black lampshade. And I got this at a garage sale for $15. I have a big buffet down in my dining room. If you've been watching the kitchen makeover series, you know right now it is currently like our little mini kitchen since we can't be in the kitchen. And I have this kind of on the side there. It may have to like relocate at some point if we get like too much stuff to actually keep it on there, but I love the lighting in the evenings. And the hard thing about styling this buffet is that it's so big. In order to style it and for it to look proper, you really need like large scale items. So I knew when I saw this that I couldn't pass it up for 15 bucks because it was going to fit on there really nicely. A great way to make your house look a bit more expensive is by using larger scale items because they just look expensive because they're bigger. And this lamp definitely kind of gives that look to it. Now the inside's really interesting, the inside of the lampshade, and I happened to see this on another lampshade in a picture, I think, when I was looking on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, after I got this, and I thought, that's so strange. It actually looks intentional, but my initial thought was, oh, it's just all worn off. Anyway, I love the black lampshades, so kind of a sucker for that. Brass and a black lampshade, I'm almost always sold on the lamp. I feel like it was a great deal, $15. It's a nice large scale piece. So yeah, I'm really happy with this find. And then lastly, I wanted to share just a couple of things with you that aren't thrift finds, but I know that you guys would really like. So the first thing is actually right behind me. So my sister-in-law is so incredibly sweet and thoughtful and surprised me with a little gift in the mail on Mother's Day and sent me this book, which I had seen it before. I actually had it in my Amazon cart, like saved on my Amazon for the last maybe year or two. So receiving it as a gift, and she didn't know that I had this saved. She just knows me that well. It was like such a really, really sweet surprise and totally just brightened my day. So this is an illustrated guide to the Victorian language of flowers. Absolutely beautiful, shows the flowers, the meaning, the origin, and what to pair it with, along with these beautiful illustrations. It's honestly just like such a sweet book, and I love using it as just like a little coffee table book. But yes, you can purchase these on Amazon, so I thought I would share it with you. If you've not seen this, I love flowers, and I love that this tells you what you can kind of pair them with, and I just know there are so many of my kindred spirits that also need a copy of this book. So I'm gonna link it for you. The last thing I wanted to share was these candles. This one is on fire, so this is not the smartest thing of me to do, but I got a couple of these candles sent to me from Mythology Candles, and they are wood wick candles, which I have kind of had so luck. Like, we actually recently bought some wood wick candles from a local company, which love to support local, but the wood wicks on them were not great. Like, some of the candles burned fine, some of them were really finicky. So far, this one has been totally fine. I didn't realize like traditional candles, you have to trim the wicks on the wood wicks as well. So that was good to know. But what I love so much about this company is that all of their candles are fantasy inspired. So they're based off of your favorite like books and movies and lore. They have an Edgar Allan Poe line. I know right now they have a King Arthur line going on. Just lots of different options that are very much up our alley. So I wanted to share that with you. Smells incredible. Lots of woodsy scents, which I love. Earthy, woodsy scents. This one is, it says the mood is forbidden books, stained glass, aged wood, worn pages, notes of amber, clove, citrus, patchouli, musk, and vanilla. So this is my new favorite candle. I will link these down below if you're interested in new candles. I know I'm always telling you guys about new candles. I love having like a good candle going. I should set this down before I like catch my hair on fire or something. But these ones smell so good, and they had tons of options for those like woodsy scents. That's not all they have, but they just had a lot, like a good variety. And those are typically what I look for. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have for like Halloween and fall this year. I mean, they have kind of that vibe going on all year round, but I have a feeling that around Halloween fall time, they're gonna have some really, really good ones. So I think that about wraps it up for today. I thought it'd be nice to take a little break from the dirty, dusty kitchen videos and do something that was prettier and cozier. And I know we're in summer, but I'm like ready for the fall content. So I felt like a cozy video was in order and that we all could use a little boost of that at this time. So we'll be back soon with a brand new video. Bye guys.